Hello students, this is Carla Draffin, your professor. I'm going to do some excerpts from PowerPoint Module 3 textbook project because there's so much good information that you need to at least be exposed to, and it wouldn't hurt you to work through this particular project. The title of the module is Inserting Word Art, Charts, and Tables, but they start us off with charts. And the very first thing I noticed comparing the textbook to what you see right now is that I have a title slide and they start off with a title and content slide. I don't know if that's some sneaky thing that Sam was doing to us or what, but in order for us to look like the textbook, we're going to have to change our slide layout. So just go home on the ribbon if you're not already there, go to Layout, and choose the title and content just to the right of title slide. We're going to select the click to add title and just delete it with the delete button. Then we want to be able to insert a chart, but they tell us to make sure that we go to themes. So we're going to click on design, click on the downward arrow for more to see the gallery. Scroll down until you see the WISP theme and click on it. Then you have the ability to click on Insert Chart, the little icon in the center of the placeholder. So we'll click on Insert a Chart. We want a pie chart, so we're going to click on Pie, and then we want 3D pies. So once you selected a 3D pie, click on OK. And now we have an Excel spreadsheet that's showing what they are plotting. Now this is their sample data. We have to actually change that so it matches our data for our chart. So changing the word sales, we're just going to click in the cell B1. You may have to double click to go into edit mode. And we're going to type in 5 sleep stages, Now, where they have first quarter, we're going to change that so it says, and just kind of double, triple click and highlight it or select it, stage 1, and then we're just going to go down the list, stage 2, this thing likes to jump, stage 3, stage 4, oops, and then they want you to type REM in all caps in cell A6. Now scroll up so you can see the numbers in column B. We're going to change those numbers. So we're going to edit, and the first value is 5, and you should be able to hit the enter key to go down. The next number is 50, enter. Stage 3 will have 5. And stage 4 will have 15, and then REM in B6 will have 25. Now we've modified the data, and you can see how it's plotted that on our chart. What we've typed here is now showing up as a series of values that are plotted in the pie chart. Now they tell us that we can go ahead and close out the Excel spreadsheet just to kind of get it out of the way since we're finished working with it. Now, the next thing we want to do is to change the height and width. And it seems a little bizarre until we take care of some other changes. So switch to Chart Tools, Format, go over to the Height button in the size group, and you want to increase that size until it's 6.5 inches tall. It gets rather big. And then in the width, you're going to change it to 10.5. Now, as you can tell, it's off the slide, but a couple of things that we're getting ready to do should pull it all back together. So what we want to do is, while this pie chart is selected, is go up to the Align button in the Arrange group on your ribbon. We want to align center, And then we want to go back up to Align, and we want to choose Align Middle. And that pulls everything back into place where it should be. The next thing they have us do is to change the style. Now there's a couple of ways to get to style. They have you go to the little paintbrush on the side, and you get a little style box here, and you also have the ability to change colors. But you can go through and just click on each one of these to see how they would look. And as you go down through each one of these, you'll eventually get to Style 5, and that'll be the one you select. Now you can close the little paintbrush option there, and in Chart Tools Design on the ribbon, if you choose the design, there are your styles. And so you can hover over these this way and see, and of course you can find Style 5, but you can hover over each one of these to see there may be a couple of more. Usually there's about 10. So you can see, but make sure you choose Style 5. Now, we want to change the outline color and the size of the outline to our shape. So I'm going to go back to Chart Tools Format, and I want to go to Shape Outline, and I'm going to choose the dark red and the standard colors. Kind of one of the first times they've let us use a standard color. Now, what we need to be able to do before I can make that change is I need to click inside the center so that all the pieces will have an outline of their own. So I kind of jumped the gun a little, but it's fixable because we didn't click on anything. So now each piece will have its own outline. Now we can go to Shape Outline, and we can choose the red, and we see the outline, but it's not very thick. So we're going to go back to Shape Outline, go down to Weight, and choose 2 1/4 point. So now we can see those much better. The next thing they want you to do is to highlight your title of your pie chart, and they want you to change the size. So we're going to go Home on the ribbon, and they want you to use the increase font size until it says that we are 32 point. Then we want to change the font itself to Rockwell. So just scroll down till you find Rockwell, and you just want Rockwell, nothing condensed or bolded or anything like that, just Rockwell. We also want to do the same type of thing to our legend. So if you just click somewhere on the legend where you have everything selected, you want to change its font size to 18, and you'll want to change its font to Rockwell. You'll notice in recently used fonts, Rockwell will appear, so just choose it from there. And they also want you to boldface. Now, in reality, if it were me working with this slide, I've got too many shades of green here. That's kind of a brownish green, but I've got too many shades of green, and you can change individual colors. I'm not sure if this one's going to let us do it, but for now, this is what we have for our pie chart. So this is where this particular recording ends.